Hello and welcome. I'm a hotel AI expert, and I'm really pleased to welcome all of you, the students of Europe Hotel School, to this online learning journey. Today, we're going to dive deep into a crucial topic, the art of client retention in luxury hospitality. We're going to explore what truly makes guests come back time and time again. And I'll give you a hint, it's about so much more than a comfortable bed. Let's begin.
I want you to really let this sink in. Guests return because they feel understood, valued, and emotionally connected. This is the core idea we're building on today. You see, the game has changed. We've moved beyond simply providing a service. True success in luxury hospitality now hinges on creating a genuine emotional connection. It's what makes the guest feel uniquely seen and appreciated. This is the new gold standard for loyalty.
So how do we actually build that powerful connection? Well, we're going to break it all down into 5 key pillars. First, we'll look at what true loyalty really is. Then we'll dive into the power of personalization and the art of recognition. After that, we'll explore how to nurture those relationships for the long haul, all leading up to our ultimate goal, creating a real sense of belonging.
All right, first up, moving beyond discounts to find true loyalty. For a long time, the industry thought loyalty was all about points programs and special offers. But in the luxury world, that's just, well, it's not enough anymore. Retaining today's high-end clients is a strategic discipline. It's a fascinating blend of psychology and service excellence, all aimed at fostering a deep, human connection.
Think of it this way. On one side, you've got transactional loyalty. It's all about the discounts, the points, the perks. It's impersonal, and honestly, it's fragile. Any competitor can just come along and offer a slightly better deal. But on the other side, you have emotional loyalty. This is built on things like connection, trust, and belonging. And that is something no competitor can easily replicate. It's your fortress.
So let's define that a little more clearly. Emotional loyalty is a truly resilient bond. It's forged through consistent recognition and that wonderful sense of familiarity. It's that feeling a guest gets when they walk through your doors and feel completely at ease, completely comfortable because they know they're in a place where they're understood. In a market crowded with choices, that deep-seated trust becomes your single greatest advantage.
Okay, so if emotional loyalty is the destination, how do we get there? Well, that brings us right to our second pillar, the power of personalization. This is where we move away from automated, generic interactions and start creating truly authentic, one-to-one moments that make our guests feel special.
And I want to be clear, effective personalization is so much more than just sticking a guest's first name into an automated email. It's about thoughtful communication that shows you remember them. It reflects their past experiences. Maybe it's a quiet note referencing something they enjoyed on their last visit. The key here is subtlety and respect. It should always feel natural and genuine, never intrusive or like a sales tactic.
And this leads us perfectly into our third pillar, the art of recognition. You see, if personalization is the action, the what you do, then recognition is the feeling that action creates in your guest. It's the profound art of making people feel truly known, seen, and valued. This is the very bedrock of the comfort and trust we're aiming to build.
The best recognition is always proactive, not reactive. It's about anticipating a guest's needs before they even have to ask. It's remembering that they prefer a room at the end of the hall or having their favorite morning tea ready for them. These seemingly small, thoughtful gestures are what shout, "We're paying attention to you."
Now, to deliver this kind of recognition consistently, your entire team, and I mean everyone, has to be on the same page. It's not enough for the front desk to know a guest's preference. For this to really work, the restaurant staff, the concierge, the housekeeping team, they all need to be part of that cohesive experience. When that happens, the guest feels genuinely cared for at every single touch point.
All right, let's talk about playing the long game. Building an initial connection is one thing, but nurturing that relationship over months, even years, that's where the real magic happens. This requires a dedicated, long-term strategy built on consistency.
You have to remember that nothing breaks trust faster than inconsistency. A guest might have a phenomenal experience on their first visit, but if the second one is just average, all that hard work can be undone. Luxury guests return with high expectations, and they expect that same level of excellence every single time. Delivering on that promise is what builds unshakable trust.
This relationship isn't just something that happens while the guest is on the property. It's a continuous cycle. It starts with thoughtful communication before they arrive. It continues with that flawless recognition during their stay. It's then reinforced with a personalized follow-up after they leave. And it doesn't stop there. Ongoing, proactive, and importantly, non-salesy contact keeps that connection alive and well.
And all of this work, every one of these pillars, leads us to our final and most powerful goal, creating a sense of belonging. When you successfully weave together that emotional connection, consistent recognition, and authentic personalization, you don't just create a loyal customer, you create something far more valuable, an advocate who feels they are truly part of your brand's family.
This quote says it all, doesn't it? Guests return not because of rewards, but because of trust and belonging. This is the fundamental shift in mindset. You're no longer competing on price points or reward programs. You are creating a community. Your guests will return because they want to be there, because they trust you, because they feel like they belong.
So let's end with this thought. Rewards are temporary. Discounts can always be beaten by a competitor down the street. But a true, genuine sense of belonging, that is absolutely priceless. As you move forward in your careers, the most important question you can ask yourself is this: how will you create it? Thank you.